YouTube, this is a public service announcement from the anonymous sneakerhead. Stop walking around with your shoes looking raggedy, your white Air Force Ones creased and talking in brown. Please take care of your shoes. In this video I got for y'all today, I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I'm gonna show y'all how I maintain my shoes, how I keep them looking clean all the time. This is not a restoration video. This is nothing but maintenance. If you follow these tips, man, you shouldn't really have to worry about restoring your shoes. All right, guys, so before we get started, I thought I wanted to just give you a list of materials that you're gonna need. You may not already have in your house. The first thing you're gonna need is just a basic sneaker cleaner. So the first thing, like I said, you're gonna want to get is just your basic sneaker cleaner. You walk into Foot Locker, they carry these mint products. I know Finish Line has Soft Sole, whatever sneaker shop you have down the street. I know one of our sneaker shops down the street, they carry this New Balance cleaner that I found to be really helpful. You're also going to want to get, just because you don't want to ruin your suede and nubuck materials, you're going to want to get some sort of suede cleaner, nubuck cleaner. Like I said, once again, any store has them. Like I said, Finish Line, they have the Soft Sole brand. Foot Locker, here's their suede cleaner. I like theirs right now, is what I'm using right now. They have the mint cleaner. And then also one more thing you can get at the store, especially from Foot Locker. Foot Locker is the only place I've seen it in the store, is the Crep Protect spray. You're going to want to put Crep Protect on your shoes. That way it prevents stains, it's waterproof and all that. We've all seen the commercials. Crep Protect's a really good one. I know Soft Sole has one. Everyone knows about the Rejuvenator one. I'm a fan of Crep Protect. A couple more things you're going to need. One, in case, especially helps for icy soles and white soles. You want to keep the bottom of your shoes looking good. You're going to want to find this thing right here called the Bar Keeper's Friend. You can find it at like Stop and Shop, Walmart, Target, even Home Depot, wherever. It's really designed to just clean pretty much anything. So it's really good on the rubbers of your shoes. Some leathers, I've used it to clean shoelaces. I'll show you how I use that later. I usually mix it with a little bit of dish soap or just regular hand soap, whatever kind of soap you have around, and some warm water. But that's something you're going to want to find again. Once again, I'll just hold it up for you so you get a better look at it. It's called the Bar Keeper's Friend. I don't know. So the next things you're going to need, first of all, once again, I get these at Foot Locker. Every time I go in and buy a shoe, I just pick some up. Of course, I don't have a box of it on me right now, but I'll put a picture of it right here. But you're going to want to get some force fields. These force fields, you put them in your toe box. It really helps with leather shoes, suede shoes, Jordan 1s, Air Force 1s, anything of that type of build is really prone to a crease, really prone to being creased. So most of my shoes have these in the toe box, and I'll show you how to insert those later. Like I said, there'll be a picture of it right up there. Also, you're going to want to have a little toothbrush. Brushes are very important. A little toothbrush for detailing, getting into small spots if you need to. You're also going to want a brush that's not too harsh, so a softer brush. It's the last thing you're going to need is just an old raggedy towel or a rag or a dish rag. So just find anything you can wipe with. That being said, I showed you all the materials you're going to need. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to go through some shoes and we're going to get after it. Alright, y'all, so one of the first things you're going to want to do is get familiar with the shoe that you're trying to clean and maintain. And what I mean by that is when you buy a shoe, there's a couple things that you want to look at that I look at when I get a shoe that'll let me know how I want to attack taking care of it. So here's 3 different types of shoes that have things that vary about them that I like to look for. So starting right here, we have the Jordan 8 Chrome. And if you look at the Jordan 8 Chrome, it's pretty ashy. It's one of my oldest shoes. I had it for a while. We all know when it came out. But you look at a shoe like this and you see that it's a entirely suede shoe. It's a short-haired suede, but it's still suede. So you know right away, okay, I don't want to ruin this by using any regular sneaker cleaner, using anything that's too harsh. Since it is, however, a short-haired suede, you could still get away with using a harder brush than you would use for something like this Air Max over here. And just let's talk about this Air Max right now. With this Air Max right here, it's another suede shoe. It's a longer-haired suede. As you can see, the suede's thicker and it's longer. So once again, you're going to want to use a suede cleaner, but this is when you use that light brush that I was talking about before. But another thing that you want to look at this shoe is keeping on this shoe. When I talk about the build and not just the materials, the build of this shoe, as you can see, in the toe box right here, you know that it's not going to crease. So you don't got to worry about tiptoeing and shit, walking around, tiptoeing in your Jordans. Tiptoeing in my Jordans. Because you have this mesh upper right here. A mesh upper, anything like a nylon type material, you don't have to worry as much
about that creasing. You could walk around on this all day. So cool. So you know right away I don't need force fields for this shoe, versus these two shoes right here where you do need force fields. As you can see just right in here, I'll pull one out. There's a force field in here. There's a force field in this Jordan 8, but I have that one secured in, so I'm not gonna take that out. Anyways, now you look at these two and you look at this Air Force 2. It's a leather shoe, and it's a pretty good quality leather, so it doesn't crease as much, but it'll still crease nonetheless. You know how Air Forces go, Air Force 2s, Air Force 1s, they're gonna crease. So when you buy a shoe like this, okay, I need force fields like you saw I have in here. I put my force field in here, and I also know I could use a regular sneaker cleaner in here. And any type of shoe that has this type of cutout right here, I'm not really sure what that's called. Any shoe that has this type of cutout, you guys all know what I'm talking about. This Air Force 2, most of your Air Force 1s, all of your Air Force 1s actually, Air Jordan 1s, any SBs, anything that has that type of cutout in the front of that toe box, that's a shoe that you definitely have to worry about creasing. And this Jordan right here, this Jordan 8, while it doesn't have that exact same build, you can still feel that it's very stiff and it's prone to creasing just by the way that it's built, because of the material and how stiff it is versus this mesh right here. So you do know with both of these shoes, you want to have force fields in them. Now that that's said, let's get into cleaning the shoes. Alright, so I'm going to start off with showing y'all just how I would clean this Jordan 8 or any other suede shoe, especially with a low-haired suede like this. So, like I said, right here you have your Mint sneaker cleaner. It could be any brand. It could be Soft Sole, what you get at Finish Line. Mint is what you get at Foot Locker. I'm going to take this off. Always shake it before using it, because it doesn't necessarily sit well if you let it sit for too long. So shake before using it. And what I do is I apply it, so you can see how the shoe is really ashy right here. I like to apply it directly to the shoe, and it's gonna sit in a foam a little bit. It's alright if it runs off, that's fine. And then, like I said, this is a short-haired suede, so you could use a brush like this, and you're just gonna brush around the shoe, make sure all the dirt on the shoe gets kicked up. And you want to get all of the shoe. This stuff spreads pretty easily. And like I said, you want to brush like this for if it's a long-haired suede, like I showed you on that Air Max one. So same thing, gets the job done. Not as harsh as that plastic brush that comes with it, but it still gets the job done. Once you get to the point where you feel like you did a pretty good job, make sure you hit the soles too. Especially for something like a sole, I would use a brush like this, a harder brush. But once you feel like you did a pretty good job and everything's in there, the dirt's all out, then that's when you get your old raggedy cloth and you just come through, wipe it off. Now the problem with a suede shoe is that they stay wet, and they stay looking wet for a little bit. The shoe's not damaged at all. Don't worry, you don't have to worry about that. But just know that you're gonna have a much cleaner looking shoe versus, I'll try to show you what we just did. So this is what I just cleaned right here on the shoe, and then this is the other side of it. So as you can see, there's definitely a difference there. This side is still a little more ashy, a little more dirty. Like I said, I beat these shoes up, I wear them a lot, but you still got to take care of them. Boom. So that's really just like I said, this is just maintenance. We're not restoring anything. So, you know what I mean? You wear this shoe, say you wore it last week twice, boom, you take it out, all right, you just hit it up. You basically just do exactly what I just did. You're going to be more thorough with it. You're going to come through, hit both sides. Now I have to hit both sides just because. Alright, so I let the shoe dry. It's been sitting for a little bit. It's dry now, so now what you're going to want to get is your Crep Protect spray or whatever waterproofing spray you're using. I recommend use Crep, or use, obviously everyone knows about Reshoevn-Ator. You could also use the Soft Sole waterproofing spray, but I prefer to use Crep. That's what I use on all my shoes. Not expensive, so what you're going to do, put my hand in here just to hold it down. You're going to hold the shoe away from you. This stuff smells terrible, by the way, so you're going to want to be in a room with a fan or with the window open. You're just going to get this, stay pretty far away from the shoe, and just spray it down. Make sure you get a good coating. You get everywhere on the shoe. Boom. God damn. This stuff smells terrible, but it does a great job at protecting your shoes. Anyway, so you're gonna spray it down just like that, and once again it's wet for a little bit, and then I'm not gonna show it to you, but you guys get the idea. You're gonna let it sit for like 2-3 minutes, maybe 1 minute. I usually put it in front of a fan and let it sit, and then you're gonna hit it again and spray it the same way. Alright, so up next we're gonna clean this Air Force 2. It's the Air Force 2 Supreme collab. I did a video on this, so go back and watch my own video. Shameless plug. Anyways, this shoe I just wore it today actually, so it has a little wear, a little beat down, but it's nothing too bad to worry about. You see I got this little, it looks like a scuff mark right here. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera, but I got this little black spot. So that's something I'm definitely gonna have to take care of, and then you can see how gross the soles are, and I'll show you how I take care of those soles. But first of all, you're gonna look at the shoe, you're gonna see what needs to be hit up. The shoe looks pretty good. Like I said, I wore it today. This is a shoe that I take good care of. So just to show you guys results, we'll start right in here in this little gross area. So like I said, you want to get your instant cleaner, whatever your sneaker cleaner is. I got this one from Mint, or I didn't get it from Mint. It's a Mint product. I got it from Foot Locker. Anyways, I'm gonna open it up, shake it up again, and you're gonna spray it right where it needs help at. As you can see, this one sprays a little more crazy. Probably sounds terrible too on that mic. Sorry about that. But then I'm gonna get this hard plastic brush I have here. It's on top of a Suede Nubuck cleaner. Like I said, that's why I like soft sole products over Mint products, because it comes with a brush. But you're gonna get this hard brush and you're gonna, I'm sorry about that sound. I'll probably mute it for you guys. So as you can see, like this little black situation right here is a little more stubborn than this one was. I still got a little bit on the outsole, on the midsole, sorry. But as you can see, this little spot's a little more stubborn. I'll show you what I do about that. I'm gonna try a little more, see if I can get that out. You wanna try to get everything out just with this stuff first. It'll just make it easier on you. And then you're gonna wanna
really, nigga,
grab your towel, wipe it down. Boom. It's just that little spot of the shoe. And as you can see, that black spot that was there before, it's completely gone. No black spot here. This little area, this little plastic area was harder to get rid of. But boom. So that's how you clean this part of the shoe. And now once you find your problem areas, what I like to do is just do a big once over the whole shoe. So I'll just spray this down. Now that I know my problem areas are gone, and I'll just go to work. And this is a leather shoe, so you don't have to worry about drying as much as you did with that suede shoe being a problem. So now once you say you're all done with the shoe, you like what you see, you think it looks good, that's where you want to go. You want to grab your Crep Protect, shake it up. I'm going to need a new bottle of this soon. And you're going to want to spray it down. Let it sit and then repeat the process. Boom. And it says that it lasts for, what is it supposed to last for? Like these things are supposed to last for like up to 12 months. But if you're going to be, you know what I'm saying, you might get a little scuff mark and it'll help prevent stains. But if we're being realistic, you still may get some small stains. And you just might not like how it looks to have a little bit of dirt sitting on your shoe. So I like to go over it, wipe it down. And then since I just wiped it down and sprayed it with all this sneaker cleaner, there's no way that crep's still on there. So I always apply more after I'm done cleaning it. It's like when you clean your car and then you wax it after. So that's basically what this crep does. So you're good to go here. And now the next thing I'm going to show you guys, this is something that I don't do nearly as often as I do anything else. Because like I said, with these right here, I beat these to death, and also it's a black outsole, so you're not that worried about the black outsole, and these get beat to death on a regular basis. But with something like this, you want to keep it clean, you want to keep it fresh. You saw I got the midsole clean, especially in here. You watched me do that, clean this midsole, but this is going to be disgusting. You see what I'm saying? I just wore this shoe the other day. I was walking on some sidewalks. It's all beat up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how I take care of the bottom of my soles. And not just these, I take care of these outsoles, but also it works with most icy soles. Alright y'all, so I mentioned it to you earlier. I'm about to take care of these outsoles right here, you see they're disgusting. I'm going to show you guys what I do for my outsoles when they get really bad. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grab a little warm water, however much warm water. I don't measure things, I'm not a scientist. So you're going to want to grab some warm water. You're going to grab whatever soap you have. I got some, what is this? Palmolive antibacterial soap. Right, you're going to grab a little bit of this. I don't measure anything, just squirt some in there. Boom. That's enough. Boom. And now I get to use my secret weapon that I told y'all about at the beginning of this video, and that is the Barkeeper's Friend. So you're gonna get a little bit of it. It's a powder, by the way. You're gonna get a little bit of this powder. You're just gonna, whatever feels right, man. Put however much in there makes you feel happy. That makes me feel happy. The water's gonna get a little cloudy and a little gooey. Boom. And now you're gonna grab whatever. I'm gonna grab this toothbrush right here just to mix it all in. You wanna make sure everything's nice and in there. The water's gonna turn white. That's good enough right there. Boom. All right, this is where things get messy. I'm gonna keep this toothbrush around because we might need it. I'm gonna grab my Air Force 2. As you can see, there's the bottom of it. You're gonna grab your brush. You're gonna dip it into your little solution situation. You're gonna want to get as much of this stuff up on the brush as you can. You're just gonna want to go to the bottom of the shoe and just get some of it on the shoe. The reason why I'm using this brush is because it absorbs a lot more than what I'm about to use next, right? So I'm putting this stuff on here, still mixing it up a little bit. And you can already see that it's doing its job a little bit. But now you want to get your strong brush, your hard brush. This little plastic brush, I love it. Boom, hit up the bottom of the shoe. It's not done yet, but it's looking good. As y'all can see, it's already looking a lot better. It's already looking a lot better. There's still some rough spots we got to get in there, and I'll show you what I'm about to do to handle that. Just a quick disclaimer, by the way, I just noticed this. You might want to do this first. A lot of times I do this first. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of times it drips down the shoe and you get these ugly watermarks. So for the purpose of this video, I did it second, but you're usually going to want to do this first. After I'm done cleaning this, I'm going to go back up and hit the shoe again. Anyways, I'm going to pick your brush back up, dip it in, same thing. And then when you really want to get detailed, that's when you grab your toothbrush. So for example, let's look at a little spot right here. See the little spot right here, and you have these little black spots? That's hard to reach with a big brush like this, and it's hard to reach with the towel. So what you want to do, for example, like I said, you can use this for your air bubbles on the Air Max, but in this situation, you just dip some in here. You go to the spot you need to use, and you just rub it down. You guys get to see the before and after. You see how much better this shoe looks than this one? It's a huge difference. I don't know what is in the Barkeeper's Friend, but it's great for cleaning outsoles. So you can see the difference that was made there, and it'll help. Like I said, if you're trying to resell a shoe, this is the process I go to, and it'll definitely help raise that resale value. Now this method could also be used on icy soles. The reason why I grabbed this one shoe is because a very long time ago, when I wasn't consistent with my Instagram or with my YouTube channel, follow my Instagram at Anonymous Sneakerhead. But when I wasn't consistent with it, I posted a picture of myself, the before and after results of me cleaning the bottom of these. These have a nice ice sole on them, and a lot of people want to keep them clean, especially because you can see them from the side and they look kind of brown, and I haven't worn them in a while. So I haven't cleaned these in a very long time, so this dirt's been in here for a while. And let's just see how effective the Barkeeper's Friend is on this. Literally exact same process, nothing different. As you can see, it's not going to sparkle like it did when I first got the shoe, but it is going to make a significant difference on how your outsoles look. Put them side by side so you can get it before and after. It's going to make a significant difference. It's going to make your shoe look a lot better than it did previously. I still have some spots on the shoe to hit up, but I wasn't really showing you guys how I clean these. I just wanted to show you that this method also worked on the ice soles as well.
Alright, YouTube, so that's it for this video. I'm sorry it was a little long. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow my Instagram. Since y'all sat through the video and made it this far, y'all are going to be the first to know that at 100 subscribers, there will be a giveaway coming. I'm thinking of doing a Foot Locker gift card giveaway. Thank y'all for watching the video, man. I'll see y'all at the next one.